Hi everyone. So it's kind of late here in the UK, late for me anyway, but I just had loads of buzzy energy. I was thinking about when I did my TEDx, I was thinking about my sensitivities, and I thought there is a message here that needs to be heard, and I want to have a discussion with you all about it, which is about being here for big things. So I always knew as a child. Has anyone, well, of course, most of you probably have seen Beauty and the Beast, where Belle knew that she was here for big things. She did not want to settle for the village in France. Belle resonates with me so much. Let me know if this resonates with you. I also resonate with Moana as well. But Belle she'd run out onto the fields and she'd say, there must be more than this provincial life. And that is exactly how I felt as a child. And I used to do that exact same thing. I used to run up my garden and swing frantically on my swing, thinking there must be more to this life. And that feeling has carried me through. That feeling has led me to travel the world. That feeling has led me to leaving corporate and starting my business. That feeling led me to leaving my marriage. That inner knowing and that inner drive that I've always had within me, knowing there has to be more, having this big vision, this big goal, this big dream. And that is what led me onto the stage at TEDx. So there was a TEDx locally a couple of years before, and I'd seen a friend speak there. And I looked at her and I thought, one day that's going to be me. I'm going to be on that stage. And the human part of me was like, really? Like, you have a lot of anxiety, you're very sensitive. And then this other part of me came in and it was like, there's more to this life. There is more to this life. And I need to be on that stage because I've got a message to share. It was that feeling of there's more to this life that led me to study positive psychology in the first place, which is what I talk about in my TEDx as well. It was like, there has to be more than this. There has to be more than me studying positive psychology, than me focusing on what's wrong. And then I found positive psychology and it was all about human flourishing. And in the more recent years, I've applied it to working with entrepreneurs to help their businesses to flourish. So I've always had this feeling driving me, and this is what got me on that stage at TEDx. And when I tell people that I'm, top of the sensitivity scale and that I'm neurodivergent and all these things, like, people say to me, how did you do a TEDx? How did you get on that stage? And that wasn't the only stage I went on. I spoke at various conferences, events, women's leadership groups. I've spoken at financial services conferences. I've spoken with a group of actuaries about positive psychology. That was certainly an interesting gig. And each time it's been this like inner knowing that there is more to life and I'm not going to settle. What I will say is this is not a masculine, pushy energy. And I know there's a lot of debate out there about like what is masculine, what is feminine, and we don't want to be in our masculine and we don't want to be in hustle mode. This is not masculine hustle mode. This is not pushing through. So when I did TEDx, I had the highest levels of self-care that I have ever had in my life. I had the highest levels of boundaries, well, maybe not ever, like maybe, I've probably upped it since, but my boundaries were so hot. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I need. And I know deeply that my sensitivities are my superpowers. My sensitivities are my gifts that I get paid for, and I use them daily in my business. Therefore, as leaders of the new paradigm, to step up, to step on these stages, to speak our truth, to be these sensitive leaders, because our sensitivities need to be used as our gifts as sensitive leaders. So our psychic skills, our ability to manifest, our ability for connection, to see exactly what is going on for our clients. Our gifts need to be used in that way. So we need to channel this energy and that feeling. And I know if you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. You know that feeling of there is more to this life. And I need to go for this. And I'm going to go and I'm going to speak on that stage and channeling that energy that is really divinely feminine, upping your self-care, upping your boundaries, having your non-negotiables. So I have my walk in nature, I have my meditation in the morning, and I have my salt bath at the end of the day. Those are my non-negotiables. And I know that when I have those things, and energy clearing actually, so with meditation I will also say energy clearing, especially if I've been to busy places and I don't make a drama out of it anymore. I used to make a drama like, why me? Why am I so sensitive? Why can't I go to these places? Why can't I do these things? And now it's just like, right, I am sensitive. I'm going to take a little bit of responsibility for that, clear my energy, get back into that space of fierce divine feminine. So it's about being divine feminine leaders where we can tap into that energy. We can tap into that feeling of there must be more to this life through doing it in a more nourishing way. Nourishing doesn't mean we do less, actually. Can mean we do less. Can mean we do more, but we do it in a much more efficiently, inflow, empowered way. The way that we're doing it is different. And this is why I created the Shine Retreats, for this exact reason, to bring together sensitive leaders of the new paradigm who are ready to role model a new way of being, a new way of leading, a new way of being in your business. So if you would love to join us, I'm joining up with Kate Carter, who's also an accredited coach. So we're both accredited coaches who are going to be there. We're going to be doing some group coaching in the session as well. So here's the opportunity for you to bring along anything that you want to work on. We're going to be tuning into the body through quantum breathwork, which is, we're going to be working directly with the quantum field. So you're going to have the opportunity to have a somatic practice to release and clear energy, be in your wild woman, work directly with the quantum field to manifest and tap into your soul alignment plan. We're going to work on finding trust and cultivating safety in the body. Kate's going to be doing an embodiment practice for us. And then we're going to move into the space for questions, and you're going to have the chance for coaching with me and Kate. So I'll pop the link below, but I just felt so called of like, this message needs to be heard. There are sensitive leaders here who are so ready to speak on stage, so ready to step up, so ready to do business in a way that is different and that is the way of this paradigm. You are leading the way. You are stepping forward into this space. So I'll pop the comment below. It's on the 5th of May at 12 p.m. BST, UK time. And let me know, what if you were to step into your fierce, divine, feminine leadership role today, just like 1% more than you are now? What would you be doing? What would she be doing? What would your higher self be doing? Let me know.